Hello and welcome. Today we are in the tier 10 Soviet rowboat, the Stalingrad. We're playing a match on the map Mountain Range, and I started out heading toward the eastern side of the map because that's where I spawned. Now it's a CV match, which means I got spotted, and I can see those flickering shells by that Grossokofest from 23 kilometers away flying towards me, so I start turning in because from this kind of range, if those shells hit my broadside, there's a very high chance some of them might citadel me. Despite me turning in, I still took 10k damage from that salvo. Imagine if that had hit my actual citadel, that could have hurt a lot. Luckily though, I did turn, so it's okay. Now, the sad part about this match is that it's a CV match, and one of the biggest issues in my opinion with CV matches is that CV spot you, and this means that you can't reliably play as you would normally, and that you use your concealment to get into position and all those kinds of things, because you will never know when the CV comes and spot you. You have to play with the assumption that you're going to essentially be spotted at any time. And that's kind of something that miffs me about CV matches. Anyway, we're gonna try to punish the Charles Martel. I'm gonna try going closer again, because right now my radar doesn't cover the entirety of the sea cap, but once I do get closer it will. I'm basically gonna try to support my Mogami and the destroyer over there. However, I am making a mistake right now. You see, okay, right now my radar doesn't cover 100% of the cap zone, but in a moment it will. But it'll take me quite a while before I actually use the radar. That's the mistake. I should be radaring like right now basically, because it would chase out the enemy Benson and potentially give us the opportunity to sink her. However, I don't quite realize that I could do it at the time. But instead we're gonna fight the cruisers. Nice first blood on the Talon. Next up, I think I'm gonna try to punish the Charles Martel again as I get closer. Sadly our Mogami got taken out. Makes some sense though. The CV is coming back again, but I don't think there's... It's a tier 8 CV. It's not gonna do much in the anti-air of a Grossokofest and the Stalingrad. I mean, it'll spot the destroyer for a bit, but that's about it. Also, the destroyer apparently actually left the cap, and only now I realize that, you know, I can radar a DD. That was a pretty big mistake, to be honest. This is something I should have definitely not done. But it's okay, we're gonna rectify that right now. Now, looking at the minimap overall though, the situation is actually kind of dire over here. We have a GK, a Z-23, a Stalingrad, a JB, and a Talon. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships. They have a Charles Martel, a Benson, a Worcester, a GK, a second GK that's far away. The Izumo is coming over here, and the CV is actually engaging on this side, whereas our CV seems to be mostly striking on the other side. And this means that we are actually at quite a disadvantage. It's probably not wise for us to push any further. We have the cap zone. I mean, time is gonna be in our favor, so we might as well go further away. And if you look at the actual, ships left, we're in a very good position. Our team on the western side did a lot of work. I mean, sure, they don't have the cap zone, but they're only fighting a Zhao and a Republique. Also, I just got citadelled right now, but that's okay. We had to kind of do some kind of a turn, and I was gonna be punished at some point. So now I'm gonna try to disengage. However, sadly, an island teleported in front of me. Okay, I don't realize that quite yet, but in a moment I will realize that, see, an island teleported there. It wasn't there before, right? Otherwise I wouldn't make, I wouldn't make a mistake of sailing into an island, right? Who do you think I am? So that island must have appeared there while I wasn't looking. Like, maybe the island isn't even there anymore, because, I'm not... Never mind. Anyway, it's okay that I'm in this position. I mean, it's not ideal, but it could be a lot worse. Sure, the CV is gonna spot me and then I'm gonna have to fight again, etc, etc. But it's not that bad because I'm angled and, well, those battleships can chip away at me while I'm angled like this. they're unlikely to deal a lot of damage. This means that time takes more and more time ticks by, which means that they cannot really do something else. Like if they fire at me, they're not firing at someone else. They're not taking cap zones, they're not really positioning themselves better, and they're eating quite a lot of damage in return. I mean, I took 0 damage from that salvo right now, right? But in return I did 7k. Sure, that's a fine trade, especially since I have a heal up again, which means that I'm gonna heal up a nice 10k HP again. By the way, we didn't actually take care of the Benson earlier, so that's something to care about, but that GK lost another 10k. I mean, that GK really is cooperating very well, showing me flat broadside, like he doesn't care about any damage at all, I suppose. I guess he just has too much HP and is giving it away. How generous of him. Anyway, I'm hopefully going to miss the island this time. Maybe? Yeah, we succeeded. So now we're gonna just disengage. We've only lost 2 ships. They have lost 6 ships. We have all 3 cap zones. We are in a commanding lead. The enemy just got crushed really hard on the western side, and the middle apparently as well, and we managed to hold on rather well with our, I think, fewer ships on the eastern side, because it seemed, or it felt that way to me. Or maybe it was quite even. Still though, I think we probably won this side, considering how we took out a few cruisers and whatnot. Anyway, since the game seems to be mostly over, I think it might be a good idea to simply turn around and start then. Never mind. You know what? While the game seems quite finished, there's still a chance it isn't, because our JB just got taken out, our GK is probably going to be taken out in a bit, and I don't really know what the HPs of my ships on the western side are like. Maybe they're very low too, and that's a full HP Izuma over there. I mean, sure, he has survivability expert, which means that I probably don't have to worry about him, but you never know. Maybe he's like, I don't know, a pro that's just using survivability expert to make you underestimate him or something? Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna essentially try to defend the sea cap radar. So there's the Benson, okay. Our GK got taken out. Still though, they have as many ships as we've lost. I think we're gonna be okay in this match. Still, I mean, so far, I have 2 million potential damage. This is literally battleship levels. Okay, never mind. I guess I won't be making the Benson run away. Or sinking the Benson. I didn't make him run away though. And this GK is also gonna go down in a bit. Which is good, because that means I can point my nose towards the Izuma. And I won't be citadeled from my broadside because there is no Izuma over there. The only real threat is that Benson might torpedo me. I have 22k HP, that's a full HP Izuma. I like my chances. And I'm not actually being facetious right here, because the Izuma can't really do much. If I had like 10k HP, there's a good chance the Izuma could take me out before I can really punish her. But right now, with over 22k HP with a heal coming up soon, I think I'm gonna be pretty good here. I slowed down because I was afraid of the Benson torpedoes. Remember in yesterday's video with the Massachusetts, I talked about slowing down next to an island? Well, I'm on the wrong side of the island, but the idea still holds, right? If I slow down, torpedoes, potential torpedoes would miss me. This time there were no torps though, so I guess it's kind of wasted, but you have to do these kinds of things. Anyway, Izuma's gonna show me broadside, so he probably isn't a hiding professional player. And as you can see, he was unable to punish me. The icebreaker on the Stalingrad is very powerful. And now we have AP, he's showing me broadside, so deleted. That was a devastating strike on an Izuma, a tier 9 battleship. Think that did something like 50k damage in one salvo. So I aimed under the middle turret, but mostly I wanted my shells to hit the middle of the ship, because that's usually where the enemy ship has a citadel. And this puts us at number 1 in base XP. And here you can see the salvo. 10 shells for 50k damage, so I'm guessing it's like 47k damage maybe? I probably hit her with an AP shell before because Stalingrad only has 9 shells, so it's unlikely, I think, that I hit her with for 10 shells when I only have 9 rifles. But 213k damage, just like that. The Izumos donation at the end was quite generous. 2.3 million potential damage. This really is a battleship, isn't she? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.